Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Who was watching that? Who was watching the football game? Both ended at about the same time. That was absolutely wild. I mean, that was crazy what we just saw today. That was wild. Crazy fight, crazy football game. I don't even know what to make of all of this. Both ending at about the same time. It's a wild day. Just a completely wild day. Who won? Who won which one? The Bears won and Dalton Smith won, of course. I'm gonna wait a minute, guys. I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna give it a minute. Incredible performance from Dalton Smith. I was not expecting Dalton Smith to fight in that type of way. I thought Dalton was going to try to box him, try to keep him at the end of his punches, thing like that. But we're gonna get into it, guys. We're gonna get into it, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Become a Patreon. Link is in the description. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week. You can get things like I told you to bet Dalton Smith. I told you that Dalton Smith was going to win that fight. Dalton Smith was clearly going to win that fight. There was no chance Matias was even in the same tier as Dalton Smith. Is what I tried to tell you guys. But Alberto Puello. But what about Puello? But Puello. But Matthew Germain. But Puello. But Germain. No, levels. What happened with Alberto Puello and what happened with Matthew Germain? Well, I'm going to get into this in a minute, guys. Like, share, and subscribe is the point. Join the Patreon is the point. Get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. What did 79 say? Only me and Teddy Atlas picked this. Only me and Teddy Atlas picked the winner correctly on this one. I'm not trying to be like, but. And Dalton Smith won a dumb fight. I don't even think he should have fought that fight, but he could fought him with one hand. He's going to beat him. I told you guys I don't understand. Okay, guys, also become a member. Smash the join button. The link is in the description. It's in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. Become a member. $5 a month. Gets you the merchandise. It gets you the VIP access, the members-only chat, the members-only live stream. It gets you this. Like, who else is going to give you advice like this? Who else is giving you gambling advice like take Dalton Smith? Who else is doing this? Smith. Last week it was Stephanie Hahn, right? It's Bud Crawford by decision. It's one after another. It's one after another. All right, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember to tip your gambling advisor who told you to take Smith. Who told you to take Dalton Smith when everyone was saying Matias. Remember to tip your gambling advisor who told you, no, don't take Matias. Matias is not going to win this fight. Hope you're well. I am well, humble crumble. I am quite well. What up, everybody? What's up, W Rex? The whole card was great. This fight was a great fight. I mean, we got obviously an early contender for fight of the year. Really, really good contender for fight of the year. I missed on Dalton Nibba. Never got watched. Never got watched for sure. But Dalton Smith was the big one. I told you guys to take Dalton Smith. That's where the money was at. Easy money. I had Dalton get in. Like, share, and subscribe. Guys. Remember to tip your gambling advisor. Cash App, Super Chats. Everything is available. Cash App, Super Chat me. Everything here is available. The Cash App is in the ticker below. It's $sign boxing 3D boxing 817. That's $sign at 3D Boxing 817. Also, super chats are always available. Remember to super chat your gambling advisor who gives you hits like this, guys. Who else gives it? Who else gives this to you like this? But what a great fight! Like, what? And then the question becomes, where does Dalton Smith go from here? Yeah, I wasn't expecting Dalton Smith to fight that way. I was expecting him to box. I was expecting to keep him at bay. I was expecting him to use his reach, use his skills. I wouldn't expect him to go in there and trade with him. But what he did, I was a couple rounds in. By the third round, I was like, oh, he's going to win this way too. It's just there's levels and levels and levels and levels. And I want to hear from Matias people. When you picked Matias over him, were you that high on Matias or were you that low on Dalton Smith? Because I picked Dalton Smith knowing he was a much more complete fighter. Oh, was it Alberto Puello? Was it Puello or was it Matthew Germain? I tried to tell you that Dalton Smith could crack. There was no question about it. Dalton Smith can hit. I'm not saying he's the biggest hitter in the world. I'm not saying he's a one-hitter quitter, but Dalton Smith's got real power, and we saw that. And Alberto Puello has no pop. So the comparison to me was null and void. Whereas just like what he did with Matthew Germain, which was knock him down 3 times because he has power and win every round, didn't tell me anything of what he was going to do with Subriel Matias, because Subriel Matias and Matthew Germain are polar opposites. They're completely opposite. They couldn't be more unalike. They couldn't be more dislike each other. So, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember, Super Chat, Cash App, your gambling advisor. It is much appreciated. Let me get through some of this, guys. It was a fun day of boxing. There was a lot of boxing on today. A lot of boxing. Let me add my notes real quick. Hang on. I got to check my notes real quick. Shout out to Randall Light for the Cash App. Shout out to Randall Light for the Cash App tip. Appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you. Let me get in on this. Yeah, Dalton got heart and he a dog. Hang on. You was right, G. That's a trend, Manny. I'm not trying to be that, but that's a trend. I'm on a generational run here. I give you guys gold every week. I just hope you're taking it. You know, I can't make you place these bets, but if you're placing these bets and you're and especially in these big fights, just I'm just letting y'all know. Just letting y'all know. Never lost a bet with Dalton. Nor will you. How did Dalton when he stopped him? Knockout. What was it? The 6th round. 6th round knockout. I mean, it was a really good fight. It was. I mean, someone you could tell by the 3rd round, someone was getting knocked out in this fight. We were not going the distance. This thing was not going the distance. Like this thing was a war. It was a slugfest from the beginning. Dalton Smith is now a world champion. He's a world champion. Shout out to Dalton Smith. I'm reading the Bad Left Hook article. It said the stoppage came right as it seemed Matias, 33, had taken over the physicality of the bout and appeared to be wearing the challenger down. A right hand dropped Matias, and the fight was stopped by the referee. Is that how you guys saw the fight? Did you guys think Matias had taken control of the fight? I didn't see that at all. Did you guys really see the fight that way? You guys thought Matias? I'm reading this Bad Left Hook article. It's wild. This is a wild article. Is this how you guys saw it? The stoppage came right as it seemed Matias, 33, had taken over the physicality of the bout and appeared to be wearing the challenger down. I didn't see it like that at all. At all. Is that what do you guys think? Smith will now be ordered to face Puello, 24-1, as per the pre-fight agreement of the bout. So he's going to fight Puello now. Let's take a poll. And I'm interested to hear what everyone has to say, because everyone told me that because Matias beat Puello, when I think Puello went every round, that he was then going to beat Dalton Smith, because Dalton Smith and Puello are so similar. I don't know. But that was the logic I got from a lot of you guys. I'm not trying to be like, but that was the logic that I got. It didn't make a ton of sense to me then. It makes less sense to me now. But hang on. Let me do my poll here. Hang on. Let me do my poll here. Who wins? Dalton Smith or Puello? All right, guys, everybody vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll, because this is now interesting to me. Because 24 hours ago, 65% of y'all, or I guess it was whatever, 65% of you guys told me that Matias was going to beat Dalton Smith. 65 was wide. A lot of y'all told me that. Most of y'all told me that. The poll was wide in favor of Matias. And the number one reason given was because Matias beat Puello, and that Puello was better than Dalton Smith. Okay. Who's going to win? Dalton Smith or Puello? Dalton Smith just destroyed Super Matias. Just destroyed him. Stopped him, beat him up, beat the hell out of him. Now I'm going to flip the question to you. I want to see how fickle boxing fans are. Because you beat Subriel Matias, then do you beat Albert Puello? Since you beat Matias, do you then beat Puello? Because Matias and Puello are very similar, right? So if you beat one, you beat the other. Huh? So I'm interested in seeing how this poll goes. You think that was an early stoppage? I don't. No, it was a decent stoppage. I think it was a good stoppage. I thought it was good. Did he win by? No, he won by stoppage, my dude. He won by stoppage. He knocked him the hell out. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Gary, the mother freaking goat. I told you guys, I'm in the midst of a generational run. What I'm giving you here, you can't get anywhere else. And for $5 a month, you can get all of my brain for $5 a month. Dalton by KO plus 450. There you go. Get in there, JP Farley. Julius Alabama hit money on this. Caballero was early stoppage. That was not. I watched. Go back, watch the Caballero fight. I thought that too. Watching it live, Lee Van. I thought it was a quick stoppage too, but it wasn't. Like, he was out on his feet when they stopped it. He was out on his feet. Because I threw a fit when in my Discord, I threw a fit. And then when I watched it again on the replay, it was a legit stoppage. It was a reasonable stoppage. The Caballero fight. You did it again, Gary. I don't know why this is a surprise to you, but yes, this is what I do. I give you guys gold, absolute gold. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Share it. How did he win? By stoppage, PJ. He stopped him. I took a Geet 1-6 and Smith. Damn it, Julius. Get in there, my dude. Get in there. I'd advise you against a Geet. I'm going to talk my trash because you guys were telling me, but Puello. Well, now Puello gets a chance to beat Dalton Smith. And let's see if that happens. I've been saying Smith KO all week. I had the fight over. Yeah, I had the over 10.5 too. Yeah. By the third round, I could tell you that wasn't going to hit. A crazy fight. I went 2 gauge on a Geet under 8. They get in there, King of Fitness. Get in there. No, he won by stoppage. PJ. Dalton Smith stopped Subriel Matias. Stopped him. He won by stoppage, my dude. He won by stoppage. What was the odds on the Agit under 8.5? Gary, do you declare these boxing tips on your taxes? Sir Luca, I had a 3-year battle with the IRS. A 3-year battle with the IRS. I'm not. All right. Guys, do tip your gambling advisor. I had the over and the distance both flunked. I didn't win shit today, but I didn't lose anything out of it. Well, all right. So got my 2-leg parlay. Cintron, Moneyline, Smith, KO. Bang! Merv, bang. I think he won by stoppage, PJ. No distance was plus 100 free money. Matias didn't have the extra gear, age, or no Osterane. Guys, Vodapol, well done, Gary. Thank you, Jimmy. Is Matias finally now damaged goods? I think he is what he is, which is a very flawed fighter. He's a blunt object that comes forward. He's strong as hell. He gets hit a lot. He doesn't have a lot of movement. He is what he is. What round was it? It was the 6th. I still want Matias versus Pitbull. I'll still watch it for sure. I mean, this doesn't change anything for me on Matias. He's still a fun fighter. He's still a fun watch. It doesn't change a whole lot for me. What it does do is it exposes how bad he is. It exposes his flaws. It exposes how beatable he is. And if you've got world-class skills, and if you can stand in with him, you can have him. It doesn't raise questions about his chin. I don't know. I don't know. He got hit with a ton of big shots. When a guy gets hit with way too many big shots, I don't like to question his chin. I don't think that's a reasonable thing to do, right? Guy just gets hit too much. Matias gets hit too much. He got stopped by Matias. Does he have a questionable chin? I don't want to go that far, but it's going to be a discussion. And the new Smith did take damage in the fight. It wasn't a cakewalk, and I didn't say it was going to be a cakewalk. It's always nice to see a drug cheat eat canvas. You ain't never lied, Lee Van. You ain't never lied. What round was it? It was the 6th round, correct? It was the 6th? Yeah, I think it was the 6th. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, super chat, cash app. Tip your gambling advisor for coming through for you. Gay Johnny Eagle going to be hurt. Johnny's a good dude. I want to have him on. We got some Australian fights coming up. I want to talk to Johnny. Johnny's a good dude. Lee Van, no drug cheat. Well, he might be. Smith by KO. I did not see the KO coming. I'll be honest. I did not foresee a KO coming. I thought Dalton Smith would get the win. I thought Dalton Smith would outbox him. I thought he'd use his skills. I thought he would use his advantage from the outside. He just went in there and outslugged him. And that was wild. And thank you for doing that, Dalton Smith. That was a hell of a fight. While I'm trying to watch the Bears game, the Bears are getting blown out. I'm like, all right, cool. I can stop watching the Bears. Next thing I know, the Bears are winning. Like, what's going on here? Smith predicted the KO. He did, and he delivered. I broke even tonight. Thank God I took your second lock of the week. Salute. What round was it? Okay, all right, cool. I picked over 5. You got it. Dang, I had Dalton by decision. Yeah, that's why I was originally going to take Dalton by decision, but I didn't want to get greedy. It was paying nice money, Dalton by decision, but Dalton money line was plus money, so I just took it. What up, Jeb? Matias was never in control of me. He only had good money. I agree. I agree. I don't know. Like, my balls itch. Why are my balls so itchy? That Bad Left Hook article is tripping. That's wild. Matias' output was too low. He didn't even throw many punches. Oh, yeah. If someone took Matias to throw more punches, he lost that bet, I think. I didn't see the punch count, but I think he lost that bet. Smith was in control, and Matias can't move his head out of the way. Got to give credit to Dalton Smith. I'll take my L. I thought the stoppage was bullshit, but it was a great fight. I'm going to take Playo to beat Smith. There you go. But you got the pick right, Gary. Congrats. Thank you, sir. Johnny says he had Matias by KO late. Bad Left Hook is terrible. That was a terrible article. No one saw the fight that way. Fair play, Gary. You called it the Dalton win. Thank you, Mike Tyler. I appreciate you, Mike. Playo to Crafty. I had Matias by KO at round 8. I thought Dalton was on the verge of getting put out, and then he finally landed that one punch. He needed to wobble Matias, and that was it. Gary strikes again. Jab weighs in. Playo gonna box his head off. I think Playo might win that fight. I got to get back to the tape, but I think Playo may win that fight. Don't underestimate Gary's predictions. Underestimate my predictions at your own peril, right? Like, I give you guys gold. Shout out to Shells. Shells, $20 super chat. Appreciate you, my dude. I used my own pick today. I had under 1.5 knockdowns, Matias fight, and no distance with Caballero fight. Went 2,500, but I still tipped my gambling advisor. Thank you, Shells. And remember to tip your gambling advisor. That's a good pick, man. All right. The no distance with Caballero is nice. And was under 1.5 knockdowns. It's a good bet. It's a good bet. Thank you for the $20, Shells. Appreciate you, my dude. Johnny went 16 out of 17 today. I'm not disrespecting Johnny. I think Johnny does a hell of a job. I really do. I think Johnny does a hell of a job. Johnny does a great job. I'm not here to disrespect Johnny in no type of way. Gary Antoine Russell needs to go stars all these. Well, I think Gary Antoine Russell beats everyone. I think Gary Antoine Russell, he should get back with other than Playo. He should fight Playo again. Like, they should redo that. They should run that back. But he's good. I mean, if Playo beats Dalton Smith, Gary, be real. You didn't think you did think, yeah, I thought Dalton was going to win by decision. I picked Dalton by decision, but the bet I made was Dalton on the money line. When I get an upset, when I get a plus money guy, I try not to get too cute with it. I just take him by decision. I mean, I just take him on a money line. I try not to get too cute with it. If it's a plus money bet, I'm just taking the plus money. Dalton was plus 140. I'm taking it. Smith surprised me. That's for sure. I had Matias by KO, TKO. We told Johnny that you're the best. He didn't want to listen, G, but proof is in the pudding. Good shit, G. A couple things can be true here. I am the best. I'm in the midst of my generational run. I give you perfectly executed boxing analysis that you can't get anywhere else. There is no one else on the face of the planet that is as good at this as I am. And Johnny is very good. Both those things can be true. I can be the best that's ever been, the best that ever, all that stuff. And Johnny can still be very, very, very good at this. And I can still take advice from Johnny, and I can still take a tip and advice from Johnny. Johnny is extraordinary. Subscribe to Johnny's channel. That's Johnny Says Boxing. Check out Johnny's channel. It's a terrific channel. Check him out. It was really a day of early stoppages, in my opinion. The Caballero, I don't think, watching it live, I thought the Caballero stoppage was premature. I absolutely thought it was premature. Watching it again on replay, nah. Nibba was out on his feet, bro. Nibba was out on his feet. It was not a bad stoppage. Watching it on the replay. I think I took the Agit 1-6. That paper mache right hand was never going to do it. I got both Roca and Curio. Next week's gonna be fun, man. Next week is the week for boxing junkies. Next week is the week for if you're a boxing junkie, next week is for you. Next week is for you. Gary, do you think people are starting to figure out Matias because he doesn't evolve as a fighter? It's the same, yeah. So a couple of things I want to just ask his comment. Do I think that people are starting to figure out Matias? Matias is not hard to figure out. He's a wrecking ball. He's a blunt object, like I always say. He's just going to come at you. There's not much angles. He doesn't mix up his cadence much. He just comes at you. And either you can stand up to him or you can't. Liam Paro beat him in a very, very, very different way. A very different way. Paro used angles. Paro kept out the end of his shots. I thought that's what Matias was going to do. Matias just went in there like, nah, my skills are better than your skills. I can hit hard enough. I'm going to knock you out. And that's what he did. So, like, yes and no. Like, yes, we figured out what Matias is and what he isn't. But that was exposed in two very different ways. It's not like Dalton Smith took Paro's game plan and just executed it. You know what I'm saying? He fought a completely different fight than Paro did. So that's an interesting question, Oscar. You know, that's a tough question. What is your New Year's resolution, Gary? All right, so I have a couple of them. Right now, I am currently working on mastering Italian again. My mom's from Italy. My mom's a fluent speaker. So my Italian's really bad. I can speak it like a 5-year-old speaks it, you know. So I'm working on that. I'm doing that every day. And then I'm going to read the Bible through cover to cover twice this year. So I'm working on that as well. And I have a couple other New Year's resolutions, but those are my 2 big ones. Garrett, no distance of Zoo versus Rafa. I got to get to the tape on that. We got a lot coming up this week. Johnny 116. Yeah, Johnny's really good. Go sub to Johnny's channel. That's Johnny Says Boxing on YouTube. Back to the Ajit fight. What do you think of Ajit's performance? I was really good. I thought Nibba was doing well until he got knocked out in the 3rd round, so it doesn't say much. I never disliked Ajit. I just thought Nibba was being disrespected. I thought the odds were ridiculous. I said to Jeb, let me know at the end of the 3rd round if Nibba looks like if Nibba looks like a 20-1, if Nibba looks like a 21 dog, whatever it was. Like, let me know if Ajit looks like a 20-1 favorite. I thought the odds were insane. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. I'm leaning towards Curiel too. I think Nibba's stoppage was slightly early, but it was only going to be a matter of time either way. Yeah, I agree. I don't go watch it. JP Paul, I thought it was early live too. Go watch it again. It wasn't early. He was out on his feet. Gary, we need you to cook up a generational parlay next week. Discord got wiped from Matias. I got you. Next week's is for the boxing junkies. Next week is for the junkies. Eddie Hearn pulled his voodoo. You said Kemba went the distance. Your picks are mediocre, my guy. All right, fair enough. It's easy to pick up your Italian by surrounding yourself as much as possible. After a 6-week vacation in Italy, I was fluent again after 4 weeks. I was never really like fluent in it. I could speak it better 5 years ago, 7 years ago. I just haven't spoken it. So I got to get fluent in English first. And after I get fluent in English, then I'll get fluent in Italian. But that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that. And then I'm reading my Bible cover twice this year. So we're doing an hour in the Bible every day. Yeah. All right. All right. And I'm going to find out why my balls are itching. What is with this? All right. Tomorrow, next week, let me check my poll, guys. Let me check my poll. How you guys are taking Dalton Smith? Right now, guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. We got 39 votes in, and Matias is up big, 59-41. 59-41. Guys, let me know what you guys think of that. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Next week, I do want to take a peek ahead into next week. Let's see what we got here. Hang on. Zarafa, and this is a great fight. I'm taking Zoo in this fight, I think. Rocha and Curiel. This is for the junkies, man. This week is for the junkies. All 3 of these fights, man. All 3 of these fights. Yeah. Rocha, Curiel, Chavez, Flores, Walsh, Flores, Chavez. Great fight. Fight, a fight for the junkies. Curiel Roca, fight for the junkies. Zoo Zarafa, fight for the junkies. So I haven't gotten to the tape yet. I'm going to start the tape tonight, I think. But looking at these 3 fights, Zarafa Zoo. God, that's such a great fight. That's such a great fight. I'm going to lean towards Zoo. Roca Curiel, boy, that's a great fight. I'm going to lean towards, and again, I may change my opinions on all of these because these are really close fights. I'm going to lean towards Curiel on that fight. Chavez Flores, I'm going to lean towards Chavez in that. And that's weird to me that Chavez is the plus 120 dog and Flores is minus 160. That's a little wide to me because I remember watching that fight and I had money on Gucci Man. And I watched it. Oh man, I'm gonna lose this parlay. Gucci Man is letting me down, and I felt lucky to get the draw. And everyone pretty much thought the same thing. Yeah, it was close, but everyone basically thought Chavez won. Close, but Chavez won. Like I felt lucky to get the draw there. And now Manny is a pretty big. I mean, not a huge favorite, but he's a noticeable favorite at minus 164. And I'm not really sure why that is. Everyone thought he lost the first fight. So, off the top of my head, and I may change my views on all of these, I would say Zarafa, Curiel, and Chavez. But I may change my mind on those. And I'm going to do a video every day. I'm going to each one out Sunday, Monday, all the days of the week. Y'all is going to get perfectly executed boxing analysis from me, guys. So, like, share, and subscribe. Remember to tip your gambling advisor. Super chats, cash apps are available. Cash apps are in the ticker below. Make sure to hit that up. It's always appreciated. Let me get through some of these. What happened to the Muscle Brown guy? I haven't seen him in a live with you. There was some drama with Muscles in the Discord, but we're working on getting him back on. What Aussie fight did you have on your books? I don't have anything right now other than that fight. I'm going to try to get Johnny on. Zarafa Zoo will be a war. You keep going against somebody we know, and you keep winning. Guys, I'm not trying to be like a dick. I am the best at this. There's no one in the world who's better than this at this than me. Everyone's got their gift in life. This is mine. Johnny is fantastic. Everybody else, other people are fantastic. They can only be like, if you lined up every player who ever played basketball and you could pick any player to play basketball, who would you pick? Kobe Bean Bryant. That's who. Like, of everyone who ever lived, who would be the first player you pick? Kobe Bean Bryant. He's the best. That's me. I'm the Kobe Bean Bryant of this. Let's go. Gucci Manny by questionable. Yeah, I feel like with Gucci Man, we have to keep that on the table. Gucci Man by Golden Boy type decision is on the books. Adames KO and Keyshawn KO. You guys like Keyshawn by KO. Gary, you know about the parlay, Hutchinson and Andy Cruz, and Shakur, Azim, and Patty. How about this parlay? Hutchinson, yep. Cruz, yep. Shakur, yep. Azim, yep. And Padley. Who is Josh Padley fighting? It says Padley, right? Not Patty. Patty's fight is off. Josh Padley. Like Josh Padley, that's what you're asking me? Patty Donovan, is that supposed to say Patty? That fight's off. If you're talking about Josh Padley, at the end of the month. I don't really know the guy he's fighting. Well, French guy. I'm sure it's good. The only thing I would ask you, I gotta look into this guy that he's fighting, the French guy that he's fighting. I don't know too much about him. Let me look into his opponent. But the rest of that parlay I like. Itchy balls and all, you're good, G. All right, guys. Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Hit me up with them now, or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna wrap this up and get to my next live. Get to my next week. We got to get to next week. Next week is huge. Next week is for the junkies. I'll go live for you guys tomorrow. If there's nothing else, let me check my poll right now. All right, so right now in the poll, I have it wide. It's 61-39 Dalton Smith, 41 votes in. I'm going to end this poll, guys. Everybody vote in the poll. 10, 9, 8, ending the poll in 7, 6, ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to end the poll 1 and ending the poll. All right, so the poll, it's in. It's done. We are done with the poll. Dalton Smith wins the pole wide. After y'all told me all week that Dalton Smith was going to lose to Subriel Matias because Subriel Matias beat Alberto Puello, you are now all telling me that Dalton Smith is going to beat Alberto Puello. Alberto Puello, who couldn't beat Subriel Matias and was the lone reason why Subriel Matias was going to beat Dalton Smith. Y'all think Dalton Smith can beat Subriel Matias? I don't understand the logic here, guys. Help me understand the logic here. Everyone told me that Dalton Smith was going to lose to Subriel Matias because Subriel Matias beat Alberto Puello. Now the very same people are telling me that Dalton Smith is going to beat Alberto Puello. I don't understand how y'all do math. Y'all do math like chicks. Y'all really do math like chicks. Explain this to me. The reason why Dalton Smith was going to lose was because Alberto Puello was the reason. Come on. But now you all think Dalton Smith is going to beat Alberto Puello. I'm not sure who wins that fight. All right, guys. In all fairness, you did call Sam Gilly a few months ago when I asked you, and I'm not sure what you saw in him. That was a bad pick. They all can't be winners. Yeah, I did. They all can't be winners. Sam Gilly, it wasn't. It was the Ishmael Davis fight. I don't remember why I picked Gilly. All right, guys. I don't remember. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Appreciate everyone. I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. It is January 10th, 2026, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.